せっかくなら生かしたいさん。
Hello. Let me turn the music down. Or is it? It's really loud for me. It might not be too loud for you guys. Hello. How is everyone? Let me say hello. Erica, thank you for redeeming first. Welcome in. Thank you for redeeming your Deadly Star Candy. Erica, Alan, Kate, and Maggie. Maggie, thank you for 35 months and congrats. That's actually crazy bonkers. I love that for you. I'm very excited for you. That just means things are looking up. Looking good. How is everyone? How was y'all's last week? How was the weekend? Things have been crazy for me, but you know, what's new there? Yeah, 2025 has been weird. It's been weird, and it continues to be weird. And that's it. Cat Cam, I know. She always lays there, because that's my side of the bed. And whenever I'm like, not there, she's always 100% in that spot. Got a car finally, Alan, let's go. What kind of car did you get? That's so exciting. Congrats. We're all full of good news today. Thanks, Kate. Kate always yells at me because I apologize every time I talk about anything. I'm like, yeah, okay, anyway, sorry. I don't know, it's a bad habit that I have not broken yet, but I'll get there eventually, you know? It's one of the things I'm still working on. But I'm excited to get back into some Final Fantasy. I will preface this with that I am very, very tired today. Some of you may or may not know, work has been a lot for me. Someone important left. It's a small company. We're trying to transition. I'm taking on more workload while also kind of managing the person taking over that role in a sense still, and then also just dealing with a bunch of work stuff. So it's been a lot and it's been tiring. Hyundai Elantra? Paperwork is annoying, but it's part of it, yeah. Well, congrats. I'm so happy for you, Alan. It's so exciting when you get like... Is this your first like car? And like your name and everything? Or got another car? I don't know. It's just exciting to buy a car, honestly. When I bought my car, it was a very, very exciting thing. I was like, oh my god, my first like big adult purchase. And I have not recovered since. Financially. I have. I'm okay. I'm okay. But I am very tired. Yep, first one in my name. Let's go. That's always so exciting. Alright. Hopefully this game audio doesn't... Okay. Okay, this is really messing up on me. Yeah, this is, hold on. This is actually, like, glitching really hard. I'm gonna have to exit out. I don't know why the game just glitched that hard, but, you know, let's just re-upload. Let's redo it. I feel that on work. I work in health department. Oh my god. And you can imagine with the recent, government effects, yep, and hiring has been that. I'm so sorry, Alan. I work in construction, new home construction to be exact, and it has not been good since COVID. And then all of this stuff is happening, and it's just not good either. Bless you for working in the health department, because I don't think I could ever do that. Me and anything doctor health-wise just do not get along. Yeah, it's been really hard for people. I feel really bad. Like it's hard out here, guys. And I'm here to entertain with fun games. Me specialize in treating feet. It is hard. It's hard, like, I've been really thinking about what I'm going to do moving forward, because I kind of feel stuck. I feel like at a cap, where I am. So I've been debating on school. I've been debating on getting my licensure, for architecture. That be just by hours, hopefully, and working in the field, or by school in a different way, or whatever. I don't know. It's scary out here. That's all I know. And I feel like I'm too old to be making this decision. I can jump in if needed. Awesome. Alan, get in here. My parents not even answering their phones. SMH, McGee. Even a new company can help. That can help you get that stuff. Oh my gosh, you were right here, Alan. I know I'm not. But, like, you know, just when you're growing up in the timeline of things, you're like, oh, I'm gonna, like, do this and this and this and this. You know what I mean? I know. It's hard because I realistically get paid decently well. And it's hard because I'm not going to be able to do the same thing I'm doing at a different company and the role that I have now. I just gotta look into stuff and see what it looks like and kind of make a decision. And I think that's what I'm gonna make the next 6 months to a year, is like kind of like lay out a roadmap for me in that sense. Yeah. Or I could just become a really, really big streamer and not have to worry about that. That's the dream. Awesome. Everyone else is away. It seems like we're elsewhere. Can we just do it, the two of us, and then with others? Me, when I watch F1, and there's a 19-year-old in one of those cards. Yeah! And it's crazy, because, like, I sit there and I'm like, dang, this 18-year-old's doing so well. Or, like, you know, someone younger than me, and I'm like, realistically, like, statistically, that is absolutely insane, right? And the amount of times, I think, like, you know, socials are good, but it's also bad in the fact of, like, we would never know any of this. We would all be fine, you know? I don't know. Anyways, you'll heal. Amazing. I'll be Reaper, believe it or not. You haven't. I feel like if you're constantly becoming, constantly working on yourself and constantly, like, wanting to improve, I think you're always in your prime. I don't think there's, like, a prime for you, if that makes sense. Like, there's no, like... Can I? Oh, I can move. I'm sorry. I'm clicking to move. Like, there's no, like, oh, I hit my prime at this time. No? That makes sense? Alright. Mount Golg. We shall get in there and try it. Hopefully it's not just the two of us, but you know, we'll see. Oh no, people join. I see. Amazing. I'm so used to a full stack. What can I say? I don't know, I used to say I hit my prime in high school all the time, and now I'm just like... I don't think... Again, like I said, if you're constantly, like, going after what you want and constantly trying to improve yourself and live in the moment, I think your prime could be any time, and your prime can be multiple times, you know? Oh gosh! Let's climb a mountain! Exactly! I forgot! Oh gosh. Is this like the final... Alright. Hopefully these...
So
oh.
it is you.
That was loud.
You will not defile my new paradise.
I know, imagine naming a mountain Gold. They really said this is a good name. Loopy. Hello? Oh. Okay. Eddie, hello, welcome in. So nice to see you. It shares a name with a mountain. Oh, it does? That's so funny. I had no idea. I love how they connect, like, obviously, like, these games are not like one another, but it's... I like how they relate back to them. Dear Lord. not good. Okay, we were at least able to hold it, so that's good. Okay. Whew. We got it. We got it. Yeah, they fold in a lot of elements into 14 especially. That's just so fun, especially if you played all the other games, like even though they're not like 100% apples to apples. It's like fun to have little Easter eggs. What I'm playing, gosh, what's that game called? Something Fiction. Split Fiction. And they have a lot of Easter eggs for games in that, and that's been really fun to see. I've watched countless YouTube explanations of each game. Wait, really? I didn't know that, Miggy. In the world of Final Fantasy. I had no idea. Oof. That was quicker than I thought it was gonna be. I'm gonna go here. Yep. Wait. There's like a game called that with chibi Final Fantasy characters? Oh, amazing, amazing show-stopping. It's fine. I'm okay. Whoopee! I'm okay though, I'm okay. Oh no, man. I went right into that one. It's okay. Alan's got me. There we go. Got the last little hit there, guys. You should. I think Kate would really enjoy the chibi FF Final Fantasy. Oh my gosh. Every time I say FF, I'm like, I think of Valorant. Forfeiting. I can't. I should run.
Scurrying about my domain like insects.
Ew.
I will not suffer it.
Oh. in the world? You pick one. Oh, you can go past it. I see. I didn't realize. I need to look. Okay, okay. No one said anything amazing. I keep forgetting. Oh, this reminds me of Nier, guys. What? With, Eve? No, Adam. With Adam. When he was building his own world.
Filthy creatures!
Near. N-I-E-R. Near, far, wherever you are. Oh my god. Yeah, Near Automata. I thought you were teasing me at first. I was like, what do you mean? Oh my god. This is like... This is a lot because it's just so close. Okay. Yeah, it looks like Adam's area. Oopie, sorry. Oh my god, are we fighting this huge rock wall? Is the hitbox the same? Yeah, it is. I don't know what that means. Oh, when the faces light up is where it's gonna... I see. Oh. It is bright. Do we have to go here? I'm confused. I'm guessing yes. Crap. Oh. Sheesh, I feel like we should be further along. Sheesh. Somehow I guessed correctly. I was not paying attention. Do you mean like a full, like, near Final Fantasy collab? Because they did one here. But, like, a real crossover. I wonder if they exist in the same world, technically.
I am righteousness.
Let me know if it's, too
And
loud,
righteousness
guys.
will prevail. Ah, can't you do anything by yourselves?
No. I like my friends. Holy sheesh. Our guy's gonna make us die again. All right. Oh no. Oh, I'm gonna be hit by that. You got it, Alan. I believe in you. You're doing great.
Very well. If you will not be discouraged.
Oh. Ahaha. Did I? Yep, I missed. I missed. Oh, that did not. That did not, though. Oh. Already? Oh gosh. Oh, that kind of scared me. Ah, she's so pretty. Why, if evil, why beautiful? If evil, why pretty? God, he's so annoying. He'll be. Yep. It's okay though. How did I get hit by that? Oh, amazing. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I didn't realize I was within range. Oh. What? Oh. Ah! I went out of the way! I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. A few seconds and then I can also heal myself. Never mind, you got it. You're better. Dang nabbit, man. I gotta figure out how to move faster. That's my thing. How? I guess I don't understand how that move hits, but it's okay. Because I was in the empty space. Oh, I leveled up! Let's go! Alan, you're the MVP. Yay! Look, all of our outfits kind of match. That's so fun. Yay! Let's go. Yay. What loot? Ring of healing. I'll take the ring of healing. Oh. Said my inventory's full. Surprise, surprise. Who would have thunk?
The end is near, my friends. We have found Vorthra's hiding place.
Okay.
Unrepentant villains. Will you not be satisfied until you have brought disaster down upon your own heads? By your wickedness, you stand to gain naught but ceaseless conflict. Had you only entrusted fate to me, there would have been peace for all.
Uh-huh.
You could have lived bliss in my eternal paradise, free from the burdens of conscience and purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Peace assumes many forms, and I do not doubt that you considered yours well worth the cost. I was even prepared to believe that the end might justify the means. Ignorant as I was, I had hoped that you might mend your ways and join hands with us. That we might strive together for the happiness of all.
Alfie, come on.
But no more. Your actions cannot be reconciled with your words.
Death!
Peace for all, you say? Yet when you were threatened, your first act was to sacrifice your own people in order to save yourself.
Tell them, Alfie.
If your paradise can be rebuilt so long as you alone survive, it exists not for the people. It exists solely for your twisted pleasure.
Hear me, Vorthri. The people won't submit to your will, for we each have our own. I made a promise to a noble soul, a woman who saw fit to entrust me with her legacy, and I mean to keep it. Everyone who stands with us has something precious, something that they cherish and would die to protect. They know their own hearts. They know what they want for this world. And by lending their strength to our cause, they have spoken. No matter how hard you may try to bend the world to your will, we will never yield!
Okay.
Silence! Not another word!
I hate this man.
You presume to lecture me. Insolent worms. You will learn your place. With my true powers awakened, I will expunge you like the filth you are. Your demise will serve as a reminder to all that I am the zenith of mankind and Shinita both, chosen to rule over creation by right of transcendence. My very existence is virtuous. I am perfect, immaculate.
He seems
What an ego.
disinclined to grant us an audience.
Find Vorthri. We will hold the Eaters here.
I'm off.
Come! Let's finish this!
Oh, literally they all just ignored me. Not even one came after me. Oh, okay, so it's back to back? Back to back like that? Oof. Wait, is a duty, do I have to do that by myself though, right? It's a duty. No, I can do it with others. Oh gosh, okay. 8-man? Oh no, it's an 8-man? Oh no. 8 people? That's my love. Welcome in. I will wait. 8-man's always stressed me out. I'm switching to Black Mage. Okay, that's fine. Perfect. Perfect. Oof. So what's everyone having for dinner tonight? I'm debating on going to pick up food or be good and eat in. Pizza? Oh, what kind of pizza are you having? What are y'all's favorite pizza? Mine's like prosciutto and like arugula with some hot chili flakes on top. It's my favorite. It's so good. It's so good. Wifey, welcome in. But I'm here, okay. What is wifey's name again? It's wifey's Kaina, I think? Okay. I was right! Awesome. Sweet. Would anyone else like to join before I enter? Supreme for me? Supreme's good too. That's always a great go-to, Alan. I'm very much like I used to be like when I was younger, like a meat lover's pizza person, but now I'm like, give me all the vegetables, please. Cayenne. Cayenne. I like Y. Kai. Kai? Cayenne. 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 That makes sense. Alright, friends. Are we all okay? All okay? Okay. Yeah. Oh. Oh! At the same time, it's so funny. Just like, we'll just wait in a queue just for a minute. We just gotta make sure we're ready. We're gonna do it twice.
Are you so determined to die? One last chance, villains! Bow down and acknowledge your king!
I hate this man. I hate this man.
Come! Prepare for judgment!
Come on, there we go.
This will be a first.
せっかくなら生かしたいじゃん。
Hey Oz. Hey Oz, welcome in. I cannot read it right now. I will read it after this battle. Thank you for the 25 months. Holy heck. Get out of here. It's so nice to see you. How are you? I feel like I haven't seen you guys in forever. I guess it has been like a week since I streamed. Over a week. Almost a year. Almost a year you've been watching me, Chaos. That's crazy. Bonkers. 25 months? Crazy bonkers. Do I have to be in one of these? I think that was a yes. How was your weekend? How was your week, Chaos? Update me on everything, Chaos. I feel like this is too easy. Yeah, he's about to transform. I knew it. I was like, this is suspicious. That's weird. A little too... Yeah. Disgusting. I'm currently making dinner, but I'll tell you at the team's amazing chaos. Let me know what you're making too when you're back.
I see now. This is the passion.
Wait, wifey, you're traveling tomorrow?
Very well. I shall embrace this crisis.
Black mage timer? Oh, wow. I was looking away. I actually like this design a lot. This made him so much better. He's still annoying, but... Classic, oh no, he's hot! Truly. Like, I despise him with all of my being, but like, this evolution did him good. I get it now. I get why he wanted to be a Sin Eater. I get it. Yippee. Oh no, I did not move in time. That one was quick. What was that?
Your reckoning comes!
I gotta kill this one now. Always in circles with the killing.
I shall excite
Dear Lord, my guy.
Know your place!
Tomato tortellini soup. Oh, that sounds so good. Oh god. I'm getting a hit. Dear Lord, my guy.
Atone with your life!
Oh, where do we go? Me just following everyone else. When in doubt, follow the crowd. Awesome. Whoopee. I did not make it. Sheesh, man. I might. I didn't. Just I might. That's it. Yes, let's go! We did it.
I am all powerful!
I hate that voice. Give him a different voice. It's really easy to make. I could actually focus on casting. You did great. Everyone did great. Yay! Thank you, guys. Look at your cute little outfits. I haven't seen this one before. This one's so cute with the little cape. Yours too, wifey. Oh my god. That's so cute. Thank you, thank you. I'm blushing. I'm blushing. I gotta leave. I'm leaving. The soup is a great weeknight meal. It comes together super quick. I love when meals take like 10 minutes. Like, please, thank you. Especially when it's like fresh. Like, I have my meal prep, but I would like to sometimes do like a quick 10-minute meal. Yeah? Oh gosh. It's saying I need time. Sorry, something was just entered into a calendar and it really threw me off. Anyways. Okay, guys. Now I gotta go eat food. We literally just finished raid night and when I popped in, it's all... Yes, please, please eat. Thank you. I appreciate it. We are going to watch these next scenes. And... I'm scared. Yes. I'm glad you guys didn't either.
Am I cast down? But it is you who are the villains. Father told me that I am hope. I am righteousness.
Oh, daddy issues.
I am a god.
I'm sure everything's fine. Yeah, it's only Final Fantasy 14. Nothing's gonna happen.
That's why I was born as man and sin eater both.
Who's your dad?
I kept the people safe. They respected me. Worshipped me.
I didn't realize he was born as both.
I should be the one looking down at you.
Okay, no offense to anyone here, but why haven't we, you know?
Damn you. I am your god.
His name is Innocence? Is that what? Is that what we haven't? He's just gonna evaporate? Oh. Oh, and then I'm gonna inhale it. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'll have to post a recipe, but the recipe is definitely like vibes based. No, I literally don't do anything. I like, I never measure stuff, Chaos. I'm like, that's good. So I get it. I'm here. I'm here for it. Is this what's gonna send me over the edge? And then the other hero of light is gonna be like, oh, it's my time, and he's gonna take the light and then finally evaporate and go to his friends.
Look, the sky.
Chaos, you flatter me too much. Thank you, thank you. It's night! Oh wow, I haven't had one of these in a long time.
Fools!
God.
Were it not for my decisive action, the whole city would have been overrun, razed to the ground. Yet they dare to complain about casualties? Spare me. I'll wager they were put up to it by those wretches who seek to usurp me. They're stirring up the citizenry. But if they think I will yield to the likes of them, they are gravely mistaken.
It is flattery, but I appreciate it. Ah!
To be subjected to such deplorable treatment, such ingratitude. You have my sympathies, sir. You do so much good for this city, and you could do so much more were you not surrounded by fools.
Oh, this is my favorite villain. Is this my favorite villain?
Who are you? You're not supposed to be in here.
I would recognize his voice anywhere.
My apologies for the intrusion, but I come bearing a proposal.
Oh,
one
Emmett.
that will ensure the longevity of your reign. But give me the word, sir, and I will bring hither a light warden. By giving its power to the babe within your lady wife's womb, we shall create a transcendent being, a king to rule over all. And as sire to the king, your authority will never again be in question.
He said, "Ooh, that sounds good."
Amazing. Before my Vorthri, they behave as docile pets. With this gift, my line shall be guaranteed power for perpetuity. We shall rule the whole world.
Okay.
By all means, sir. United under Yulmor's banner, men will cease fighting and abandon their ambitions. Thus, they will grow fat and complacent, and in their sloth, seal your supremacy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, when's Anime Boston, Chaos? Oh, you tabletop a little tonight? Not. Oh, you got it. I believe in you. Where players make monster meals. Wait, that's so exciting. It's like Dungeon Meshi.
Are you alright? Say something!
Oh, Memorial Day weekend in May. Oh, wow, that's so close.
12th end. She cannot contain the light. She's beginning to turn.
Turn?
Urianger, if you've aught up your sleeve, now is the time.
It's changing back.
What?
The combined power of every Light Warden is too terrible a burden for any one soul to bear.
Okay.
And so I shall relieve you of it.
What?
Exarch, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I will channel this profusion of power to the Crystal Tower and use it to travel to other worlds.
Okay.
As I have dreamed of doing ever since I first learned of their existence. Who would choose to remain here in this dying realm when they might go elsewhere and begin anew? Not I. And thus did I use you.
You know what? He's so valid for that. Not only did he save his world, but now he can lead this place.
No, I don't believe you. It doesn't make sense.
Damn you! We won't let you do with her as you please.
Do not interfere!
Oh!
Please, I beseech you all, let him go.
Uh-huh.
You knew of this, Urianger.
Yeah.
Tis all a fiction. Such vaguely defined acts of teleportation stand no chance of success. The Exarch will never live to see another world, as he knows only too well.
Then, what does he mean to do?
He means to take the light with him into the rift, where he will die.
Oh.
From the beginning, he intended to sacrifice himself to save our friend and Northrend.
At journey's end, an opportunistic thief makes off with the hero's prize. A paltry way to end a chapter, I concede. Yet your tale will continue, and my role in it will scarcely be remembered.
What do you mean? You did a lot. Why can't we just share it?
Worry not. Whatever should become of me, I will be happy and free, safe in the knowledge that I have played my part.
I fucking knew it. I knew it.
Thank you for fighting for this world, for believing. Fare you well, my friend, my inspiration.
Cade. That's so valid. I don't understand why he had to take all of it. Why couldn't we just share? That was a gun. I was like, that kind of sounds like a gun. It.
Only those who possess the royal eye of the Allagan Imperial line are capable of controlling the Crystal Tower. Such individuals do not exist in the First. Therefore, in all likelihood, the Exarch arrived here with the tower. This much I had surmised, yet I could not discern his grand scheme.
Admit.
To think that he went through all this trouble for the sake of a single hero. It's almost admirable in its absurdity. Alas, it is not your grand scheme that will succeed, but ours.
You bastard!
Well,
Stay put. Your friend is still alive, but whether he remains so depends on you.
I can handle it. It's
What a
fine.
disappointment you turned out to be.
Emmett, you hurt me.
I placed my faith in you. Let myself believe that you could contain the light. But look at you now. Halfway to becoming a monster. You are unworthy of my patronage.
Oh, Emmett.
I am an Ascian. My heart's sole desire is to usher in the great rejoining. 100 years ago, I entrusted my comrade Logriff with the task of increasing light's sway over this world. This we sought to do by manipulating heroes. When that failed to achieve the desired result, I created Vorthri.
Oh, gosh.
Thanks to your meddling, that too has ended in failure.
What was your true purpose in approaching us?
By your 12, boy, have I not told you before that everything I said was the truth? You were specimens by which I might gauge man's potential as it stands. I genuinely had an interest in you, genuinely considered taking you on as allies.
Ooh. Well, that
Provided
sucks for
she
us.
could contain and control the light.
Wow.
If not, then she, and by extension you, would be of no use to me. 'Twas as simple as that.
I can do it. Just give me a minute.
We've been found wanting. How disheartening. But even had we fulfilled your conditions, there was no guarantee that we would cooperate. What then?
Then I simply kill you all.
Oh.
At the very least, it would restore the world to the way it was before you went about trouncing Light Wardens willy-nilly. Suffice it to say,
Touche.
it would be most inconvenient to have all that light taken away. And I would be lying if I were to claim his actions didn't have me worried.
Girl, get it together.
You still retain your form and your senses. But you have all but become a Sin Eater. Whether you will it or no, your mere existence will serve to engulf the world in light.
Oh no.
Those in your company will likewise turn into Sin Eaters, and in time you will succumb to your base instincts and hunt innocents to feast on their sweet, sweet ether. Those few with the will left to fight may rise up against you, but before your absolute might, they will quickly know despair. There is no hope. We are finished. Mankind is finished. Ah, the irony. What Vorthri achieved through bliss, you achieved through despair. But I have overstayed my welcome. I shall look forward to seeing you bring the world to its knees, hero.
Oh! Well, that's not good. That's not
I
good.
have naught to show for all the time and effort I invested in you. He is a small token for my troubles. I did not expect that I could learn aught from man, but I may yet learn something from all the knowledge he had hoarded for his precious hero.
Am I gonna fight him now?
I pity you, I do. Your friends are now your foes. If you do not kill them, they will kill you. When it all becomes too much to bear, seek me out at my abode in the dark depths of the Tempest. There, you may complete your descent into madness with some dignity, far from prying eyes.
Oh gosh.
Till then, I bid you farewell.
Well, that was a roller coaster. How am I fine? How am I fine? Oh.
Ah, finally.
Was it just a dream, or I'm just saying what happened? Because obviously it wasn't a dream.
After you collapsed, Emmet's self vanished.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Then Reen did what she could to stay the raging of the light within your body. Thanks to her, you're still you. But she's only delayed the inevitable.
Oh, sheesh.
You're not going to like what you see, but you still need to see it.
Oh, amazing. Wait, is Beth going to Boston too? Oh, is the light back in the sky? Oh no.
It's like this all over. The whole of Norvrad is shrouded in light again. And it's because of you. And the power you absorb from the Wardens.
What?
No one knows but your friends. When they carried you down from the mountain, they told everyone waiting below that they didn't understand why the light had returned. And now they're out there trying to allay the people's fears, while searching for a way to save you.
Oh. Oh, not this week. Oh, 2 weeks in a row. That's funny. That would be fun, though.
If you're well enough to be up, you're well enough to get some fresh air. Better that than stewing in here. Go on. Go.
What was the point of this? He just made me feel bad. He just made me feel sad. What was the point, Ardbert? Is it because your name's Ardbert and you were tricked? So now you're mad at me? Ay, ay, ay. Am I doing these pesky little side quests now? Excuse me. I forgot they added the jog. Jog is so nice. How many years has this game been out? It only took him like 10 years to add jog. Sorry. No shade, no shade. I love you, Final Fantasy 14. gotta go up. Okay, it's up more. Why am I telling everyone that I'm awoken? Maybe if I read, it would tell me like, oh, you're trying to find your friends. If I read, I would know more. What's the fun in that? I kind of like guessing. Kind of like being like, yeah, this is what's happening. You know, it's kind of like when you were a kid and you would sing songs in the car, but you wouldn't actually know the lyrics. But like you were like, oh yeah, I'm killing this. That's how I feel about this game. That's how I feel about me playing this game, especially. You know? Oh, I forgot about this one. The instant cast. I forgot about this area. Up we go. Take a moment to feel the wind on your face. Is this just how I see the world now? Oh, that's just, okay, never mind. Excuse me.
The
I
people of this city
am.
have spirit, I'll give them that.
Freaking heck,
They've not lost
Arbor.
the will to fight.
I am experiencing this game in my own way. My own unique version of the story. And it's amazing. It's amazing. You just went to refill the cafe and spilled cafe all over the
I
floor.
can imagine how torn you must feel, looking at that sky.
I know when I do that, I'm like,
knowing what it means to everyone.
I guess it's fine.
you're
And
responsible.
Kiko eats it all. Artibert, stop! You're not making me feel better. Just go back to your other ghost friends. Yeah, I just let them go to town. Yeah, it's like, they'll be
A
fine.
too familiar one. Here you stand alone, expecting no one else to bear the burden for you.
Yeah.
You're in a corner, and there doesn't seem to be any obvious way out. But that doesn't mean it's over. However hopeless it seems, you haven't lost yet.
Mm-hmm.
I remember looking up at the sky like this before. Being caught up in a strange kind of calm. It was after we realized we were responsible for the flood. When we resolved to journey to the source by taking our own lives. One last sacrifice. One last fight. One last failure. And then the Oracle appeared and, well, You know the rest. There were times in the years and decades that followed when I wondered if we might not have been better off just letting the rejoining happen.
It's like, I'll go back and check just to make sure they get it all later. But I'll let them have it for now. The food.
That we'd made one last mistake. But seeing that giant Talos stir to life cured me of any doubts I still had.
Uh-huh.
Always we took the burden of fighting upon ourselves. That's what heroes do, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
So we never had the chance to see anything like that. Our people coming together as one. To think that their hope still burned so bright.
I know this is supposed to be so
That they were still
emotional.
so eager to live, they would lift up their fellows, one on top of the other, till they reached the sky. No. We made the right decision. And I can finally feel proud of the part we played in helping this world survive.
Okay. Sorry.
Well, come on then.
Is this how we figure out he's gonna...
What happened between us was no coincidence. My story may be finished, but the fates have gifted me a minor role in yours. I suspected as much the moment I realized you could hear me. But it's hard not to doubt yourself when you're the man who caused the flood.
Okay. I get it.
I was afraid to do anything more than watch for fear of making things even worse. But no longer. After all, the path I once walked is now yours to finish.
So now he's like, because of this, because of what I did, I saved the world in the long
For
run.
what it's worth, I cast my lot with yours.
Okay.
If you need a push, I'll be right there behind you. If you lose control, I'll do my best to stop you.
Oh, I thought he was just gonna absorb some of it.
So, let us be about it, hero.
Oh, I was worried you were up here all alone, brooding and fretting and wallowing in your woes. But look at you, grinning at nothing like a pollen-drunk pixie.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Look at what you've done to your ether. It's a mess. And you have cracks running all through that pretty soul of yours.
Oh. Feol. I love
My poor
Feol.
little sapling. Whatever am I to do with you? Shall I yield up my throne? You could claim it, cut ties with the mortal world, hide away
Oh,
in the castle.
that's sweet, honestly.
It won't fix the problem, but would it really matter? If any pesky heroes come calling with steel and magic, all of Il Meg will rise up in your defense. My crown and scepter are yours, if you want them.
I'm not gonna do it. An icon, a monarch, truly.
What? Don't give me that look. Of course I knew before I asked that you'd never ever heed such a wicked suggestion. And besides, what would become of my precious and ephemeral flower?
Oh.
Oh, my dear beloved sapling. You are lost, confused, and have precious little time to gather your wits.
Yeah, Feol's really out here like, hey, we're behind you no matter what, bestie. Like, you're evil? We'll protect. Don't worry.
Your kind is always so preoccupied with what lies ahead, and so we muddle your vision with fog and glamour. But such trickery is easy to see through. Stand very, very still. Think not of where you need to go, but where you are right now at this moment, at this time, in this place.
Okay.
Our cairn of crystal. From shadowed hood he watched you go, his ruby eyes with warmth aglow.
He love me. That's why.
See yourself as he saw you, and that shall be the clearest clue.
Where is he? I gotta find my guy. Oh. Jump scare. It's not. That was supposed to be sad.
You stand in his garden, dear sapling. Ask his flowers what they know, and you will surely find an answer. But what will you do with it, I wonder? I'll be watching and waiting. Waiting and watching.
Okay. Okay, Feol. So much happening. It's fine. This is probably going to teach me a lot, but you know what? I'm clicking through it. I was just at these places. Think I still have that cake in my company apartment. Probably stale by now. Oof. I always like when I get a cake, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna eat this so fast, and then it's like a week later and I still have half of it or more, and I'm like, oh, I can't. Welcome in. Hello, hello. How are you? Oop. Okay, this way. Let me go to the shard. And talk to this guy. Sweet. At the ancestor gate? Oh gosh, okay, hold on. We're TPing a long ways away. Oh, I love this area. I'm gonna miss this world. But also I feel like this whole this whole section of 14 is like a joke where it's like, oh, you've lost the plot, because like the original plot's gone out the window. You're in a completely different plot. I'm doing good. I found a new hobby to watch people play MSQ so I can pretend I didn't skip through. Look, I don't know if I'm the best person to be watching. I have some very bad news for you. Okay, so there's a cutscene with voices? Absolutely, I'm there, right? Cutscene without voices, I will try, and then I mostly skip it. And then I don't read anything else. I feel that so hard. And then she guesses what happened when she wasn't looking. Yeah, and I'm right. And I'm right. Yeah, I don't know if it's enlightening about what is actually going on, but you know, I'm right in the end. Oh, my guy showed up. He was in the photo, which I have a feeling. Why are we going back here? Dear Lord. You guys fill me in when it's needed. You answer all of my questions. Oh, are we going back to his room? Can I be litten, please? The only thing I know is such devastation wasn't Gaia's intent, and Mr. H guy is a good guy.
I have unlocked the door to the umbilicus. You are free to enter.
I'm gonna be real. Those are the higher beings that Emmett was talking about, right?
Once you have what you require, I'll see it sealed once more. Until then, I will remain without.
Okay. Welcome in. We have a good time here. It's great here. We love it here. No, no one will. What in the... Oh, another raven foreseeing the past / future. So he was told everything?
Collect my thoughts, I prithee. Thy true name is Grahatia, then. By thy claims, thou too art a native of the source.
Yes, he is.
Though from an age beyond our own, when the 8th umbral calamity hath visited devastation upon our star.
Correct. That's correct.
By subtle means, reached across the boundaries of time and space to unsow the seeds of catastrophe, ere its creeping vines drag our champion unto an early grave.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
In essence, yes. A difficult story to swallow, I am sure.
Uri does that a lot. Yeah, he's like, I know best. I'm gonna know it all. and not tell anyone.
I doubt not the veracity of thy words, not the account of thy coming, nor that of the fated calamity. Yet my mind straineth still to apprehend the enormity of this tale. Wouldst thou favor me with a gradual unfolding of its chapters?
Certainly. But where to begin? I should start with those great minds who survived the calamity. Sid Garland being perhaps the greatest.
Sid!
In hopes of staying the unending tides of war, he and his fellows pursued all manner of possible solutions.
I still don't understand why people like this quote. It wasn't exactly his idea this time. True. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right.
One of these was rooted in a theory which unified several fundamental principles discovered over the course of the Warrior of Light's adventures.
Uh-huh.
It proposed a method by which one could enter the River of Time, traverse the rift, and leap between worlds.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Perfecting that idea, however, was a work which consumed their lifetimes. And thus was it left to future generations to decide whether theory would be put into practice. But all the while, the world continued to burn. Hope was a feeble outpost, beset on all sides by thievery and misery and murder. People cried out in despair, "There is no hope, we are finished. Mankind is finished."
Guys, I'm being really toxic right now and I want to skip this so bad. But I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna listen and I'm gonna learn.
Voices in answer. Though we be beyond salvation, those who came before may yet be saved. We will forge a crossroads and pave the way for a different future. By the wisdom of our forebears, we will prevent this calamity from ever having come to pass.
Bye, Chaos. I hope tabletop goes well.
The fighting went on unabated, but some few took up Sid's research and labored to realize those impossible ideas. After 2 centuries of labor, their descendants finally succeeded in awakening the Crystal Tower, an integral part of the process, and in doing so, roused its caretaker, me. By this stage, scholars had largely established the phenomena underpinning the rejoining, and identified the first as the shard which precipitated the 8th umbral calamity. This grand structure was already capable of storing the energies required to attempt the translocation. All that remained was to augment some few of its functions based upon the theoretical models of Sid and his compeers.
And by means of such technologies didst thou effect thine arrival in the first, to an age before this star had joined with the source.
Some while before, as it turned out. 'Tis all but impossible to predict how time will flow between one world and the next, and we missed our mark by almost an entire century. But this only worked in our favor. The Sin Eaters could not be defeated without the blessing of light, and summoning the only woman who might stand a chance against them would require decades of preparation.
An undertaking of scarce credible endurance. That thou hast kept thy plan from falling into disarray these many years bordereth on the miraculous.
Are they talking about the Alliance raid and Realm Reborn? I might be surreal. I have no idea. I got no idea either. Anyone answer that question for us?
Howsoever history be rewritten, thy present self was shaped by events which followed the calamity. Should said catastrophe be averted, the very skein of thine existence will unravel. Surely thou hast foreseen this.
I am aware of the consequences. 'Tis for that very reason Sid and his colleagues bequeathed their legacy as an offering, and not an edict. To give all of oneself for the happiness of others, and with no promise of reward. 'Tis a hard thing to ask. Harder still for those condemned to survive in a world which pitted brother against brother. Indeed, you are right to call the execution of this plan miraculous, though the force which held it together was nothing so inexplicable. It was her. The warrior of light has been our unbroken thread.
Oh, me. I'm special.
Where others would stumble and fall, she would rise above. Where others would break and run, she would carry on. The warrior of light's tale is one of unyielding bravery. To tell it was to feel courage. To hear it was to feel hope. It was a breath of inspiration in an age of suffocating shadow. In the histories of a fallen nation was our hero hailed as its greatest ally. In the time-worn pages of a noble's memoirs were her deeds joyously retold. For many, these stories were the flame which warmed them through the coldest of nights. And so it should come as little surprise that the plan found no shortage of volunteers, concerning as it did the Warrior of Light herself. It was their chance to add their own verse to the hero's saga. She was the lodestar that brought them all together, to send their final message back through time and space to her. The light of your legacy was our torch in the darkness. Burn bright again and live. I am merely the bearer of that wish, come to ensure it is safely delivered.
So am I like the reincarnation of another warrior of light, or like is he saying my story kind of transcends time and space, and so it was told, and therefore that is me? Me too, my guy. That's how I feel.
Wherefore sharest thou this burden with me and no other?
He's saying he went back in time to find me? Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
That you will be my accomplice? 'Twas you yourself who convinced me of your suitability when you spoke of how you learned of the Flood and of your part in arranging Minfilia's journey to the First.
Because you were so awesome, he didn't think anyone else could do it. So, he's been here hundreds of years or something already, working to find a way to get you here, and went back in time to pull you. So, this world that we're in is a future world of our existing world? In love with Warrior of Light, confirmed, truly. Truly, I'm just that amazing. What can I say? Not exactly, no. Okay. So, time moves differently in this world versus my world. Yes. And so, in his world, the time had already passed, and I transcended time and space, and therefore my story was told in this era, but like a parallel world. And yes, time gets weird. Okay. Time magic is weird in this game. It's how the Hero of Light original version of 14 went through. Events of that version reappeared at the start of Reborn, current version, and no one remembers what you in previous version did for them. Shadowbringers is the parallel world, I think. They kind of explained at the beginning time was moving faster, yeah, but then kind of slowed by the time you got there. So, like, Thancred left first, and he's been there way longer than, like, Alize. Okay, yeah. I'm partially understanding. I will say I partially understand it.
Common resolve. It was clear you were committed to the cause of saving this world. I knew I could trust you to choose the right path forward, even if that choice came with a heavy price.
He is going through it right now. I came here to be educated and I'm more confused than before. You know what? I'm confused too. You should understand with the drawing, I think. Yep, that is a Kira stream for you. I understand it's like a time loop, time warp, multiple universe type thing. So I understand that concept.
What price?
It's like he's Doctor Strange and I'm just an amazing person, you know? The Keeper of Time almost. What price?
When all is said and done, and the last of the Light Wardens lies slain, I will absorb their corrupted ether, and then I will die.
Oh, I see. That's all you really need to know. He used to be in your reality in the past, and then came here. And then came here and was here a long time trying to figure out how to bring you, and then reached back through time. Okay, yeah. Because we shut him into our little guy, and then he went bloop 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 over to this other guy over here, which is the other planet. And then he was like, oh, the only coolest person I know who can fix this is the Warrior of Light, and we're gonna tell her story everywhere, and then I'm gonna rally up a cause, and then I'm gonna figure out how to pull her over here. And he did. Yeah. I'm so glad I got that. Close enough.
Knowing what I know of your companions, not to mention your champion, they will try to stop me. But in saving one, they would save none.
Well.
Therefore, I implore you to aid me in concealing my identity and ensuring this tale ends as it must.
That is what Heaven's Word is about. That is correct. Dragons and defying an old man. Which is why jumping in here is so funny, because Heaven's Word is so simple. Yeah, Heaven's Word is so simple compared to this. And then, yeah. And then Stormblood is also kind of another simple concept like Heaven's Word. And then, yeah. It is a mess times-wise. You learned Heaven's Word story through the ulti. Oh.
To this end,
Heaven's Word is great.
I've told you of the calamity and make of it a portent. A prophetic vision you beheld in the swirling chaos of the rift.
Is this truly thy wish?
History remembered the Warrior of Light, as I knew it would. And I will suffer no other to rescue the champion whose star has charted my course.
Oh, he's so in love with me. So in love with the Warrior of Light.
I will see this tale to a happy end, my friend. There has been enough tragedy.
Wow. Get you a man like that. Stormblood. Form resistance. Drive out the Empire. Truly.
Careful now. If you lose control again, the light could claim you for good.
Well, Artibert, aren't you here?
Although it's probably only a matter of time before you succumb to the change in any case.
Okay, well, you are just a happy guy over here.
What do you mean to do?
We're gonna hit them both up. That's what we're gonna do.
Then we should be on our way. Dacian mentioned the Tempest, did he not? That's the stormy seas around Calusia to you. His lair must be down there somewhere. Hidden.
Hidden beneath the waves. Oh gosh, okay. I have a very, 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 very important question. It looks like I'm on this story quest. How far time-wise am I from finishing Shadowbringers? You got a bit left. Okay. 9 quests including this one. Okay, okay. Oh, I understand. So basically, it's Ocarina of Time. It's the Ocarina and we're the Master of the Sword. Possibly, yeah, yeah. I got a whole zone? Are you You kidding me? You serious? I had no idea. That makes sense, because I would be going to a new zone, and it's telling me to go to a new zone. Where is this? Oh, it's literally in front of my face. Okay. I just didn't want, like, you know, me to be going into, like, my final thing and then be, you know, an hour to 2 hours later. You know what I mean? Oh, all of my friends are here now. That's not nerve-wracking. I guess I do technically have to get back to my world somehow. How in the frick-frack? Where am I? Oh, no. See, I just... I guess we'll go here. It's like we're traveling to that, older, woman's lair that is, the wizard witch lady. Like in the middle of nowhere. Just traveling to the furthest depths of this map. Okay. I know this does not matter, but okay. Moving on. It always matters, true. Thank you, thank you. I love the validation. Thank you, thank you. I had to make her match. I was over the other one, you know? Sheesh, hold on. I guess, which one's the easiest way to go? I guess we'll just continue this way since we were already here. The end game is fashion. Truly, that is why I started playing this game. I said, ooh, I can design a character and dress her up? Amazing. And I can play with friends? Let's go. We love fashion. I know. I cannot wait till I can just focus on fashion. Because, you know me, can only focus on one thing at once. I thought you started playing in order to play. That's true. That's actually true facts. I was 100% convinced because of Bunny Girl and fashion. True in-game is gaining the patience of a Buddha after dealing with the party finder. Truly. Weed? Is that a weed? I'm calling the police. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, I need to not come up here, but it's fine. Beth, thank you for doing your daily star candy. Wifey, thank you for doing your daily star candy. Appreciate it. Ariane. Alan, thank you for doing your daily star. Wait. Can you guys redeem it more than once? I thought I fixed that. Don't do this to me, Alan. Don't expose me like this. I thought I changed it. Oh, interesting concept. Oh, I can swim! I forgot. I forgot that I could swim. Gosh. Shows you how much I've played this game. Hold on, I want to unlock this area. How do I dive again? It's okay. This is a cool island. I understand why Emmett is here. The Isle of Kin. Just my comrades lining the way I'm supposed to go. Oh, I'm supposed to go this way probably. Yep. Square button for me. Gotcha. Oh. How to ascend? Control space. Oh, okay, okay, that makes sense. I was just hitting one or the other. I don't understand. How do I go further up is the question. Oh, are they not even... Oh, come on. Can I jump in the water, please? No, it is up high. I just don't know how to get up there. Oh, wait. It's actually down. Cool. Later you should look up Urianger drowning in a cutscene before this part. Wait, what? Does he not know how to swim? Dear gosh, okay. Oh, he doesn't? He's worse than Alfie? Oh my gosh. Alfie at least practice. Other MMO makes you kill 30 mobs if it makes you look truly. This one is pretty nice. I like rocks. Rocks are nice. This is literally gonna be like the giant turtle that was in Naruto. Giant floating turtle that just roams. That's what this is.
Wir Sach, Bilan Bismail.
Oh, great and serene Bismarck. Oop. Okay, uh-huh. Long as it's been since my name was called. Why do you wake me, little neighbor?
Fallen si lor wislan. Ada si alinal.
To the bottom of the Western Sea we go. Pray lend us your back and your breath. This world is in twilight. I wait for the sun to set. I wish to only to sleep. Me too, my guy.
Oh dear. I don't need to speak Fae to know that didn't go well.
I wonder if this maybe. Oh yeah. Call Faeul. They're gonna be so happy that I called them.
Oh, my snake yak! You've learned to call me at last!
What did I say?
And where do you go? On a trip? A journey? I knew you wouldn't give up without a fight. Oh, my precious mortal, I shall help you in any way I can.
They said, let me handle it.
Smell when picked. Van dromi drom yakum. Van reed rithye.
What a rare thing to awaken to. My beautiful king, if it be thy wish, then so be it. Done. Let's go.
Be sure to scrub this one's teeth for him upon your return. He's only got manners.
It will be done, Your Majesty. Our deep...
I clicked too fast.
An agreement is reached and your departure is at hand. You wingless ones best hold on tight. May the blessings of the Fae keep you safe, Inba.
Aww. Okay. To the Western Sea we go. Wrapped in my breath, I will see you to your destination, little neighbors. Sweet. Oh, it's flying. It's a whale! I thought it was gonna be a turtle. Is he gonna see the whale?
And just like that, it's all gone back to the way it was.
What was you expecting? 100 years of honey and rainbows? Seeing them Yulmore types wake up and smell the ashes was miracle enough for me.
Ah, but the magic in the air when that ladder started moving. And when that great hulking Talos rose up. Gods. I could live 1,000 years and never behold anything so amazing.
What the? Do you see that?
Oh! Oh no.
What a monster! Where did it even come from?
Uh-oh.
Whoa there! It's not stopping! Run! Run!
Oh gosh. You in danger, truly. So much danger. I fulfilled my duty. I return now to the lake. I have not flown in an age. It was my pleasant. It was pleasant. Oh my god. May your journey be a safe one, little neighbors. I didn't think we were gonna go under. We would have like an underwater realm in this world, but here we are. Oh, he really said, I'm just gonna. Boop. You guys are gonna hop on off here and I'm on my way. Thank you. Wow. Now this is the new area, I'm guessing.
Breath Bismarck. See how it swells to form a dome beneath the waves? The waters recede. The tempest's floor is laid bare.
Only part of the party have water breathing, yeah.
In defiance of the
only
blinding
part of us
sky,
do. This is
place
concerning.
holds fast to its gloom. The last refuge of he who denies the light with every fiber of his being. You stand at the precipice, hero. Journey unto the heart of darkness. Finish it.
Finish it! The Tempest. Oof. Oh, hold on, guys. Just give me a minute. Oh, golly. Yeah, my inventory is not good. I'll just use that little guy. Yeah, don't look at it. Don't look at it. It's not there. Don't look at it. Okay. So, on that note, we are going to end it there. I feel like this is a pretty good stopping point because that was definitely the start of a new chapter, I guess, for lack of better terms. And I'm tired and I need to go eat. I haven't eaten dinner yet. So, I'm going to go do that. Whew. Thank you guys for being here. I greatly appreciate it. It definitely helped me feel better, even though I was like, should I, you know? But I appreciate you guys so much. Alan, thanks for the games. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for being here. Wifey, thank you for being here. Beth, thank you for being here. Rora? Is that how you say it? I'm so sorry if I didn't pronounce it correctly. Thank you for being here as well. We are gonna raid into our lovely friend Farah. They are playing Schedule 1. I really don't know what that is, but we will find out. If you guys could stick around for the raid, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I will be live again this upcoming Saturday, and I will be playing some Valorant duos with Kate. And then I will be live again Monday for some more Final Fantasy and hopefully get a good ways through this story. Please stick around for the raid. I already said that. But there's the raid, and then here are my socials. Sometimes I go live randomly. I post when I go live on there, mostly in Discord. I normally chat mostly in Discord now. I don't really use other stuff. I really need to update that because I also have a Blue Sky and I don't really use my Twitter anymore. Anyways, yeah. I will see you guys this Saturday if I don't see you guys before then. And yay, Shadowbringers. Bye guys.